Kozlowski. I live in Dalton, Georgia, local rider here. So the Race Across America is the ultimate ultra-distance road race in the world. It's 3,000 miles. It goes from Oceanside, California to Annapolis, Maryland. It's a non-stop race, so when the race starts, the clock starts, and it doesn't stop even if you do. So you've got 12 days to get across the country. Riders, you ride as long as you can until you absolutely need sleep. You grab a couple hours, and you get back up and keep going. Our goal will be to do it in 10 days this year, which is about 300 miles a day. We're doing Race Across America to support the Boys and Girls Club of Gordon, Murray, and Whitfield counties. Our Boys and Girls Club here is the only club in the nation, the one here in Whitfield County, to have mountain bikes on their location for the kids to ride. And a lot of these kids have never ridden a bike, which is unheard of for me. I mean, I grew up riding a bike. As long as I can remember my first bike and getting the training wheels off and learning to ride it on two wheels. And I can't ever remember not having a bike. And to know that these kids are here and have never had that opportunity. And and the other thing is that you can't get on a bicycle and not be a kid. It doesn't matter how old you are. When you're on a bike, you're a kid. And so we've asked kids today to grow up so fast. I mean, they can't do drugs. They've got to stay away from alcohol. You've got the influence of sex. You've got the internet. You've got gangs. There's so many things that they have to grow up around so fast that we never give them an opportunity to be a kid.
My name is Eric and I'm 8.
My name is Taquan and I'm 10.
My name is Keziah Lachey Williford and I'm 9 years old.
Bryson Benton. My name is Tayton Benton. We're twin brothers and we're both 10 years old.
My name is Shelby Margarita Gonzalez. I'm 10 years old.
My name is Amar Tanner and I'm 9. My name is Javari Tanner and I'm 8 years old.
Shane Adams, owner of Bear Creek Bicycles. A lot of these kids have an option to come to the Boys and Girls Club and to seek that support that they may not get if they go home to an empty house. Sometimes support comes from, a counselor just checking in with them. Sometimes that support comes with help in homework. Somebody asks you a question, hey, did you do your homework? You get this done, how you grades? It's important for these kids to know that people care. I mean, it's really important. If nobody ever asks them that question, then how do they know? If nobody ever asks them or touches base with them, and it's not that all these kids' parents, they have bad parents or they come from bad places, but the fact is that this town has come through a pretty rough year, a pretty rough couple years. You got a lot of people here that are financially strapped. Dalton has been at the epicenter of the housing crisis. There are families here doing everything they can to make ends meet. And whenever you're living on the fringe like that, parents have to do what parents have to do to make ends meet. If that means working 2 jobs, it means working 2 jobs. You do what you got to do to keep the roof over the head, keep the family fed. So sometimes the parents need that support and that help as much as the kids do. And so to have a club here that offers those things, that has such a high GPA for the whole program, it just goes to show me that it's an effective program and that it works, and that the kids appreciate it because they're doing the work, they're putting the time in, and the success of it, I think, speaks for itself. Derek is living on his bike on top of trying to hold down a full-time job. We all have first jobs, and this has become our second one. We're doing it, but I don't question why we're doing it. I think we're doing it for the right reason. I think Derek's doing it for the right reason, and that's to impact our community in a positive way, not just through bikes, but also in the future. You know, we're trying to shore up and to put our best foot forward by taking care of these kids now, so we don't have to take care of these kids later in a different kind of way. Teaching these kids to be responsible citizens that lead a healthy lifestyle is an investment to the future, not just currently.
My name is Robbie Slocum. I'm the executive director of the Boys and Girls Clubs serving Chattooga, Gordon, Murray, and Whitfield counties. I live by the great quote by John Wood, and they asked him why he teaches and coaches. And he says, because in the rooms that I teach and the courts that I coach are the future doctors, lawyers, principals, owners of businesses, and that's why we do what we do at the Boys and Girls Clubs. In our clubs, we have the future. We have the ones who we're holding up. We have the ones we're encouraging along the way. We have the ones who we are being a shoulder to cry on, but we're also the ones that are holding their hands high when they do the good things and they continue to strive through life. That's why we do what we do here at the Boys and Girls Clubs.
Hey, my name is Maurice Crowder, and I'm here at the Boys and Girls Club over the social recreation and the bike program. So sometimes here at the club we get some people that actually don't know how to ride the bikes. Some of the kids that start from the age 5 on up to about 16. I get some 5-year-olds down here saying, Mr. Morris, I can't ride a bike. But at the end of the day, I take a little bit of my time and put in with them. At the end of the day, they'll be riding the bike and they'll be trying to catch up with me on the bikes. And it's a fun story just to see the smile on the kid's face knowing you actually made a difference in their lives. It's something small as trying to ride a bike, but yet instead they cherish that and they keep it going along their lives for a long, long time. So I feel like I'm making the biggest difference when I actually show them how to actually ride the bikes.
Our goal for Cause for Kids is for 500 people to give $200 each. Our goal is $100,000. I think that's I think that's conservative. I think we should be able to do that fairly easily, especially when you consider what this is going for. It's not real hard to reach into your wallet for kids that are here. These are our kids. Whether we want to see it, you know, these are all our kids.
So one thing for me personally is that I do more praying and have more of an open conversation with God while I'm actually on the bike pedaling. So my mind is clear, there's nothing else to distract me or focus on. So it's when I hear God's voice the clearest. And I think that's going to be critical for what we're about to do. You know, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, and I think this is one where Christ is going to have to come in and do a whole lot of strengthening before we get to Annapolis. So you can get more information about what we're doing, why we're doing it at www.causeforkids.com. We'll have updates as training progresses from now through the race. During the race, we will have updates as often as we can get them out there. You'll know where we are, what we're doing, what we've come up against. Please share this with your friends, with your church, with your small groups, with your friends at work. And the whole idea about this is the more people we can get this information to, the broader our reach would be.
That's how we do it.